Going on YouTube world, it's your boy Reach Way Gang in the building. Today I'm gonna let you know if Uber Eats is worth it or not. I know a lot of people need to make money during this time, during the pandemic and whatnot. So I'm gonna break it down to you, give you some tips. And yeah. So first of all, I'm at Chick-fil-A picking up this order. Look, Chick-fil-A look, you gotta walk up to like the little you gotta walk up to like a little stand and get your carry out. Chick-fil-A just makes you feel make you feel like a valued customer. It really, I mean, the food is not that, I mean, it's okay, it's good, but I'll be wondering why Chick-fil-A always so packed. And I just think because they care. Anyway, so I'm gonna pick up this food and we're gonna deliver it to this hungry customer. And y'all stay tuned. Peace. All right, yeah, so like I mentioned, I did Uber Eats over the weekend, Friday and Saturday. Not gonna waste your time. Let's get down to the breakdown and let's dig into it to see if it's worth it. So I'm gonna pull up my summary right now. So as you can see, Friday I made $51.30. I was online for 2 hours and 47 minutes. Now that's not consecutively, it's broken up because there's times I was online for 30 minutes, an hour straight, 40 minutes. So that's not a consecutive 2 hours and 47 minutes. I did 5 trips on Friday. So that is my summary for Friday. Let's go Saturday. So Saturday, I made $71.97. I was online for 5 hours and 40 minutes. Again, not consecutively. I did 8 trips. And FYI, I didn't even do dinner on Saturday. Now, we all know that Saturday is a busy day. I didn't even do dinner on Saturday. So, had I done dinner, I believe that $71 could easily been $171 or $200. Because I started during lunchtime, around noon. No, not even noon, about 1. So, well, I'll say about noon. I started about noon. So lunchtime starts about 6, from 6 to 9. And then from 10 to 11, you got the late night cravers. But had I worked the whole Saturday night, that could have been easily 171 to 200 plus. Now, total, I made $123.27. I was online for 8 hours and 28 minutes. I did 13 trips. 1 surge trip, meaning there are times throughout the day where there's a surge in orders, so they might pay you an extra dollar per order. And then right here, where it says 53 points, that's towards my net status. So right now I'm Uber Pro. As you can see, these are the benefits for Uber Pro. Once I reach a certain amount of points, I will become gold status. Now, if we pull up my summary, so if you see at the bottom here, I made $60.39 from tips. I'm going to get into that later on tips and tricks on how to increase your tips. So is it worth it? It's definitely worth it. Uber Eats can definitely be a full-time job. To play it safe, I would say you can make $1,200 every 2 weeks. Obviously with tips and with things going on during the weekend in your city, that can increase or very well decrease. But if you just need a 4 job for the time being till you can get something more stable, or if this can be a full-time job because it's just Uber Eats. Now if you do Uber rides, then you can make even more. So working for Uber can definitely be a full-time job as long as you don't have a gas guzzler. If you got a car that doesn't need a lot of gas, then of course this could be a full-time job. If you got like a Denali, then you don't want to do Uber Eats for sure. All right, so it's definitely a part-time job. It's definitely be a part-time job. Or if you just need extra money, it's definitely beneficial. Let's say if you're working towards, I don't know, if you want to put money aside for something, this type of work will work well, and you don't want to spend your money that you get from your regular job, because that goes towards bills or savings, and so you want to use this as extra money, whether to achieve a goal or for splurging. If I was to do it, I would do it just, if I want to go out this weekend, I might just try to make $150 just for drinking money or Uber money, something like that. So if you need extra money, this is definitely beneficial. Or if you're a college student, it's definitely beneficial. So that being said, I believe that this is a great benefit. Due to COVID, now is the perfect time to do Uber Eats, unfortunately, because a lot of people are not dining in, and restaurants can only have so many people in them, so a lot of people order out. So this is now to take advantage of the opportunity, unfortunately, because I'm sure when things go back to normal, or this could change the way of life, how people eat. I don't know, but if things do go back to normal, then I'm pretty sure orders are going to decrease a little bit, because a lot of people are going to eat out and go out more. So tips. To get a bigger tip, by doing this, it'll increase your chance of getting a bigger tip. So what I did was, when I would get to the restaurant, when I'm picking up the customer order, I would call the customer while I'm there, and I would ask them, I would tell them, hey, I'm at Taco Bell picking up your order. While I'm here, do you need any condiments or anything extra? Or I might say, do you need any condiments, or you want me to ensure they included everything? Something like that. But by calling them, it lets them know that you care, like you're going out the way to give them a call. And because let me tell you, as many times I order Uber Eats, that has never happened to me. And there's been times where I ordered Taco Bell and I didn't get any mild sauce because I forgot to add it into the order. Now, for me, if I get Taco Bell and I don't have any sauce, it takes away from my meal completely. It's not as enjoyable. I'm pretty much just eating to not waste my money and to not be hungry. It's still good. Don't get me wrong, but it's like when you don't have any sauce, it takes away from it completely. But had that person that delivered my food called and asked me, can you please ensure they have some sauce? And if he would have done that, I definitely would have tipped him because I forgot to ask for it. So by doing that, I noticed that I was getting a lot of tips. Because what Uber Eats does is you get the base pay, and then before they include the tip money, you have to wait an hour because the customer can take away or add to the tip. So these 3 orders that I'm getting ready to show you, the customer gave me a pre-tip, and then after I delivered, they increased it even more. So check it out. So as you can see, with these 3 orders, it even lets you know that the customer gave you a little bit more money. And I believe that's because simply that phone call, by doing the phone call, it reassures them that you care, It lets them know that you care. So, yeah, make sure you give them a call, because I promise you your tips are going to go. If you're not doing it now, or if you haven't even started doing Uber Eats, do that and your tips are going to go up. I'm telling you. If you don't believe me, do a day when you don't do the call, and then do a day when you do the call, and see the difference. All right. Another trick is, or tip or trick, is what I did was I would park, like in my city, there's certain areas where there's a whole lot of restaurants. Chick-fil-A, Taco Bell, Popeyes, Chipotle. I would sit in the parking lot and just wait for the orders to come through. Especially Chipotle. You sit in the Chipotle parking lot, you're gonna get them orders. So by sitting in that area, orders are gonna come through. I know some people worry about going across town for $3-4. Well, you can choose not to accept order. Now, this does count towards your acceptance rate. and that comes into factor. And there's rumors that they won't float as many orders towards you if you're not accepting them. But if it's busy, you're gonna get the orders, and then it might affect your overall profile. But I mean, sometimes you might just have to take that $4 delivery just to increase your acceptance rate. But you can not accept it, so that kind of helps, because sometimes you might not want to make that trip, but you can choose not to accept it. But just don't always do it. Sometimes you're gonna have to take that ride for them $4. But yeah, but if you do the phone call, I promise you your tips are gonna go up. Doing Uber Eats is definitely beneficial. It definitely can be a part-time job. I mean, of course, all that comes into play of your responsibilities. If you have a lot of responsibilities, then you might need a little bit more, especially if it's just you, Well, I won't say if it's just you, but if you have a family and it's just you. But if you're just a bachelor or something, then you might be okay. But yeah, so tell me what you think. If you got any questions, hit that comment section. If you like what you heard and seen, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Y'all be safe out there. I'll see y'all later. Love y'all.